Next up, we have Meet the Parents producer offers long-awaited sequel update. There are just jokes you can't tell anymore. Okay, so I think that quote is bullshit. I think there are jokes you can tell anymore. You just can't pander to all the sensitive sissies. It's been 25 years since comedy gold was struck with Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro in their feature Meet the Parents. Eventually, a beloved franchise was born, one that grossed more than $1 billion at the box office. That's pretty good considering it's a comedy series. They usually don't make that much money. Naturally, in the age of nostalgia-driven revivals, a sequel was greenlit and it's still in development. Producer Jane Rosenthal, a frequent collaborator of Robert De Niro, has offered an update we all need. Greg and Jack will meet again, and this time they'll have someone else to torture. So, with this, I have always thought it would be fun because it's been what, like 12 years or something like that since Little Fockers came out. Let's see, hold on, let me see when it came out. 2010, so it's been 15 years. Okay, so I was pretty close. It's been 15 years since the last one. Their kids were about like, excuse me, they're about 6, 7 in that movie. I think the daughter was a little bit older. She might have been 8, and then the boy might have been 5 or 6. So with that, 15 years later, they could bring back those same actors, and the daughter, she could be like in that phase of her life where she's dating nothing but freaking bikers and punkers and whatever. And so they're like, oh, hell no. And Greg and Jack finally work together. The son, I think he was kind of, we'll say out there to be polite. He was kind of out there for, as a kid in that movie. So maybe he grew up to be this like super genius, or maybe he's still out there. And they got to deal with him in a certain different way. Maybe he's like a guy that's still like living in mom's basement in his 20s, playing video games or whatever, not going to work or anything like that. I think that could be fun. There's a lot of fun things you can do with that particular family. So let's read about what they're actually going to say. That's just my predictions of what I think would be funny. Let me know what you would like if you're a fan of this franchise. Rosenthal spoke to Variety during a career retrospective. The co-founder of Tribeca Film Festival, along with De Niro, is an industry veteran who has produced projects like About a Boy and the TV series When They See Us. About a Boy, is that the movie show or the TV show? Or I'm sorry, the movie or the TV show? That was a good TV show. Most of her producing credits involve De Niro's films, including the Meet the Parents trilogy. When asked about the upcoming project, Rosenthal said that it's in its 7th trimester, but she doesn't reveal much about the film. Okay, so it's actually a lot closer than I think anybody anticipated. Ben Stiller is now the same age that Robert De Niro was when he did the first one. That's crazy, dude. And Robert De Niro, he's like always looked old. Ben Stiller, he looks old because he's gray, but he doesn't look that old. That's crazy, man. He was what? There's no way what was he, 55? Let's see. Let's check out this one now. 59. Oh, dang. Okay, I was close again. But that's crazy. Even Robert De Niro was, okay, that means he's 59 in the first one. That fool looked like he was like 70. Was in the first one, and his kids have grown up and they have come home to meet the parents. I can't disclose anything else about the plot. So it sounds like it would just be a reworking of the first one, but it would be Jack and Greg together, and Greg will finally understand where Jack has always been coming from. There were sequels to Meet the Parents, of course, but nothing would top the nightmarish weekend when Greg had to meet his ruthless father-in-law. Per Rosenthal's claims, it seems that a revival is loosely following the Meet the Parents storyline, which depicted the first encounter, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's what I just said. Rosenthal says she hopes the film will go to theatrical instead of streaming. Absolutely. Put it in theaters. Every one of these other movies has been in theaters. Zero reason to have it on streaming. Streaming is ruining the theaters. Stop putting shit to streaming. If it's not worth going to the theaters, don't make it, or make it at a very low budget and then put it to streaming. All right, Rosenthal says, well, that's asking me about the script, so I can't tell you. One of the things that changed, though, is what's happened in our society means there's jokes you can't tell anymore. False. And you have to think about who's going to have an issue with the joke now. Who cares? The second movie was called Meet the Fockers, so I don't know if you could call it that today. Yes, you can. A majority of the people do not care. Stop pandering to the people that can't take a joke. Those people that can't take a joke will not be seeing the movie. So, fuck them. I haven't had that conversation about a theatrical release with Donna Langley, NBC Universal chief, and I don't know if Ben has had that conversation, but there is nothing like being in a theater and laughing. Absolutely true. It becomes a roaring laugh. It doesn't happen on an airplane, and it doesn't happen at home with just a couple of people. I really miss that kind of laughter. Absolutely. If anybody were to tell me you can't remake 21 Jump Street and put that same exact movie in today, they're absolutely wrong and they're stupid. You 100% can. Again, stop pandering to the people that are not going to even see the movie. if they're that sensitive about it and they can't take a joke, they got bigger things to worry about and other people to go see to work that out. Where to watch Meet the Parents before the sequel? Well, you got to wait, so who cares? So with that, let me know down below what you think. Are you excited to see a fourth Focker? You could call it Focker's 4. I don't know what you would call it. But you definitely have to blend in the name Focker with it. It's in, well, I guess it's not in every single one of them. There's Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, and Little Fockers. You could call it the Grand Focker. That'd be pretty funny. Or the God Focker, because he talked about that before. He's like, you're the God Focker. That's just funny, dude. So I don't. If you think you can't make this movie, you're absolutely wrong, and they better get a good director. Have Ben Stiller direct it. The guy directed Tropic Thunder. Like, have him direct it. He's great with comedy. But anyways, moving on. Again, let me know down below if you're excited for a fourth one. Do you want to see a fourth one? Have you never seen it, or do you not care? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these videos, I have more on this channel and more to be coming soon. If you also want to see me do this show live, be sure to go to my channel that's linked in the description down below. Subscribe to that, and you can see the live shows as well. All clips will be uploaded to this channel. Let's Talk About Movies, and everything live and full long-form content will be on Let's Talk About Anything. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.